Have you seen all the people with their rolled up mats under their arms and wondered, what's yoga all about? And maybe I should be doing yoga. Well, I do, all the time. And then I lay down and that feeling goes away. So let's get into the lotus position and meditate on the weird to be found in yoga on today's episode of 5 Weird Things. Welcome to the channel. Weird is our mantra and leads to enlightenment here. And if it doesn't, you're watching the wrong video. I have honestly never even tried a trial class of yoga. Now, if you have, I would like your honest opinion down in the comments. And not just, hey, it's awesome. Tell me why. All right, let's get into it. First, the stuff we should know. Yoga is a holistic and ancient practice that originated in India. It encompasses a wide range of physical, mental, and spiritual disciplines aimed at promoting overall health and well-being. While there are various styles and approaches to yoga, they all share some common principles. Yoga is a highly adaptable practice, and people engage in it for various reasons, including physical fitness, stress reduction, spiritual growth, and personal development. Now, it can be practiced by people of all ages and fitness levels, making it accessible to a broad audience. Whether for physical or spiritual purposes, yoga can be a valuable tool for enhancing one's overall quality of life. All right, weird thing number 5, weird yoga. Yoga is a diverse and fascinating practice with a really long history, and it has its fair share of interesting, weird, and even humorous variations. Here are a few. Laughter yoga is a type of yoga that involves forced laughter, often practiced in groups. Goat yoga is a trend that involves practicing yoga in the company of goats. Beer yoga combines traditional yoga poses with sips of beer. Cat yoga, also known as Namaste, is a practice where participants do yoga alongside adoptable cats from nearby animal shelters. Weird thing number 4. Yoga is expensive. In a study of gym workout memberships and customer perception, yoga routinely scores near the top as the most expensive. Now keep in mind that this is only an issue in Western countries where capitalism tends to be king. Expensive private training, expensive designer accessories, expensive yoga retreats. All of it adds up to it being not a cheap sport. Weird thing number 3. Yoga is non-competitive and competitive at the same time. Now, yoga is a non-competitive practice. It encourages individuals to focus on their own progress and well-being rather than comparing themselves to others. And yet, competitive yoga exists, especially in the Western world, with events like the World Yoga Championships where participants are judged on their precision and execution of the postures. Weird thing number 2. Yoga can be harmful. First off, done correctly, no yoga is harmful. However, due in large part to poorly trained, uncertified trainers, or poor self-training, yoga can be at the least ineffective and at the worst harmful. Overzealous or improper practice of yoga can lead to physical injuries. Pushing yourself too hard and not allowing proper alignment can result in strains, sprains, even more severe injuries. Some individuals may develop a sense of competition with others in class. This can lead to self-esteem issues and detract from the holistic nature of yoga. Obsessive striving for perfection in yoga postures can lead to unhealthy obsessions, body image issues, or even eating disorders. It's important to embrace your own abilities and limitations in your practice. Inadequate mental health support. Evidently, this is a bigger issue than I had at first thought. Yoga is not a substitute for professional mental health care, and some practitioners may use it as the sole method of managing mental health issues, neglecting the importance of seeking proper therapy or medical treatment. Weird thing number 1. Yoga is the oldest physical fitness in the world. Now, the roots of yoga can be traced back to the Indus Valley Civilization, which is about 3300 to 1300 BCE, where early evidence of yoga practices such as seals depicting yoga poses have been discovered. Then came the Vedic period, which is 1500 to 500 BCE. The word yoga is used for the first time in ancient texts, but not used in the same way as the modern postures of current-day yoga. The Upanishadic period, you're going to have to forgive me on that one. That is 800 to 200 BCE. This period transitioned yoga from being an external ritual into an internal exploration of self using meditation. The Yoga Sutras, compiled at around 2nd century BCE, are considered the foundational text for classical yoga, outlining the philosophy and practices of Raja Yoga, which includes ethical guidelines, postures, breath control, and meditation. From there, the evolving history of yoga is rich and diverse, with numerous branches and philosophies that cater to different individuals and their needs. While it has ancient roots, yoga remains a dynamic and evolving practice that has adapted to the changing needs of its practitioners throughout history. To sum it all up, I think of yoga as being a very good thing. For those that are truly into it, I find them to be very centered, very peaceful people. But understand that, especially in the Western world, there's a lot of people that they wear yoga like it's a badge, and you know that they're not at peace with themselves. But by and large, I think anything that promotes and at least tries to push you in the way of peace can't be a bad thing. Well, that's it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope maybe you found out a couple of odd things that you didn't know before, and at least some of it was weird. If you have any questions, praise, complaints, or you have some ideas for a video, be sure to put it down there in the comments. I keep pushing you to the comments because I need you in the comments. Now, if you were listening this long, today's code word to put into the comments and get some style points is Namaste. Take care. Have a great day.